Hello. So, a little reflection today, a brief reflection, but I think, depending on your worldview, a very important one. And here I am expressing, of course, my own worldview, which I realize will be not the same as everybody else. And that is that I believe in what a lot of spiritual traditions teach us about the nature of reality, and that the world in which we live, the world we experience, the world we sense, we perceive, is just that. It is kind of made up. It's kind of the result of our thoughts and how we choose to engage our feelings. But the real experience, the reality, is something that's only found when we can connect with our higher selves. Um, Call that our source, something that is deep within us. So it's almost like we can imagine most of the time our higher selves observing what's going on. I've often heard this described as perhaps you can imagine yourself, even though higher self is often spoken about as coming from, or source coming from, deep within. It's more to do with feelings than locations in the body. But I've sometimes heard it described like, imagine you could be, as it were, taking up a seat at the back of your head and viewing what was going on in your thoughts. So when we meditate, for example, and we recognize that our thoughts are taking us on all sorts of weird and wonderful journeys, which we can either entertain or not. Sometimes we will choose, well, actually, this isn't a particularly good use of my energy right now, and I'm going to stop this thought. Let it come back later if it's meant to. So most of the time, perhaps, we are living, as it were, in the front of the mind, and we are being driven by what we are feeling, the emotions, how we are relating to people and situations around us. Why do I mention all this in the context of this particular blog? It is because I think that everything I create, or we create, if you take my worldview gender-wise, is made up. We can have fun with it, provided we're not harming other people or ourselves. We can explore, and we're free to do that. But is it really reality? Just like gender itself is a construct, even if it does cause these feelings or allow the feelings within to arise, I think ultimately the answer is no. At the level of our higher self, at the level of the immaterial, if you like, there is no gender, there is no concept of masculine or feminine. So while we're in bodies, we're able to choose from time to time to be observers, as it were, or to engage. I like to engage from time to time, and to see that as part of the joy of being alive and being within a human body, whether that is male or female.